everybody. Happy Saturday. Did I just see on Discord that it's Pat's birthday today? I think someone said happy birthday to Pat. Confirm with me. Did I read that correctly? Because if so, happy birthday. And whose birthday was it yesterday? Was it Cheryl?
Cheryl's.
Thank you. And happy birthday, Cheryl, if you're here. I don't want to miss anybody. I'm so bad about being on Discord.
I was going to say, I haven't been on Discord very much lately, so I don't know what's going on.
Yesterday morning, I was trying to do something on my laptop before I went to work, and it took 5 minutes to load my email. And I said to Garrett, the computer's got to go. I need a new laptop because this is ludicrous. He's like, let me play with it. So he uninstalled a bunch of stuff. There was crap running in the background. You know what I mean? Like all that. It's like I have a brand new laptop now. Like this thing is fantastic.
There you go.
I would love the Santa Claus needs to bring me one, but I doubt it. But
right? Yeah. You got to sit on Santa's knee. Real nice.
It's like 3 years. It's like 3 years old. It's not even that old.
But it's just like anything else, like especially when you use it for, a
well,
lot.
And I think they make things like that nowadays. They used to make things to last. Now they make things to break so that you have to buy more.
Oh, I've had my phone for 2.5 years and this thing barely holds a charge anymore. And I'm like,
So like earlier I came upstairs and I turned my computer on and then I went back downstairs to do whatever I needed to do. I said, the little baby needs time to warm up because I figured that out for the most part. If I let it just do its thing and just warm itself little self up, it will let me have the camera. If I try to rush it, it won't.
Yeah. It's like, no.
So I just turn it on because if I'm setting up here, then I'm like, will you just come on? Will you come on?
Yeah. You're getting frustrated and
So I just turn it on and walk away.
There you go. There you go.
So what are you ladies reading, Lee?
So first I do see we have confirmed it is Pat's birthday. So happy birthday,
Yay!
Pat. I hope you enjoy your day.
Happy birthday.
I am going to be reading A Bulletproof Barista by Cleo Coyle, The Current Coffee Shop Mystery. I am 91% into it. So.
Oh, nice. Excellent. What about you, Storm?
I don't know.
From her stack to pick from. Hold on, let me go through my list, she says.
I haven't been reading very much. So I do think I want to get through this really ridiculous book called Crack Squatch so that I can just move on.
I get it.
Been there.
It's one of my little picks for the Cryptid Readathon, and it's horribly bad. And I suggest if anybody ever wanted to try it, that they it's on KU, get the ebook version because the audio, and that's the only way I can get it because I don't have KU. Okay. It's one of those where it's a female narrator, and I think it would have done better with a male narrator. But when she's trying to do male voices, and she's all like, hey, you do, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's grating on my nerves.
I know.
Like,
but the one that I
think it would, and it's just really stupid because the Bigfoot is doing all kinds of things. I think it's more like monster porn than it is.
Oh. That's unpleasant.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa, okay. But I'm like 65% into it. And I'm like, might as well just finish it out. It's not that long. So and everybody in the Cryptid Discord wants to know what I think of it. So I feel like, okay.
Yeah, you're like, you got to take that one for the team.
Yep.
I am reading Captured on Kauai by Arbery Flowers, which is the second in the Hawaii CI series. I'm about 4 chapters into this so far, and I'm liking it. Takes place in Hawaii, and it's lovely listening about Hawaii.
Right.
And then I need to get some more read on Christmas at the Cat Cafe by Jessica Redlin. I know this is Cajun, and I both love this author, but I tried this one on audio, and I had a bit of the opposite. There's no distinction between the voices, which is really annoying. And the fact I love that it's British, right? But when there's notice, I'm like, no, I'm just going to read the book.
Sometimes, though, I would prefer there not to be a distinction than them to try. But
and badly try.
True enough. True enough. Yeah. But when you're treated by some narrators who are just absolutely fabulous. Yeah. So what is everybody in the comments reading? So as I was saying to the ladies before we jumped in, we're going to keep this right around 2 hours. We all have other things we want to do, but I just wanted to, of course, hang out on a Saturday. So Jesse, hello everyone. I'm reading White Wolf by Lindsay McKenna. Ooh, excellent. Anita, hi, how's everyone doing? I'm okay. Today I'm reading Honeymoons Can Be Hazardous by Amanda Flower. Is that the Thanksgiving? No, Peanut Butter Panic is the Thanksgiving one, right? I think so. Because I saw somebody, I think Tina was reading it. Amy, hi everyone. I'm currently reading, is it Egerton?
I think that's Aragon.
Aragon.
By Christopher Polini. I'm at 24%. That's why I have other people here with me to help me pronounce stuff. Rena, happy Saturday, y'all. I'll be reading After Hours on Milagro Street by Angela M. Lopez. Excellent. PK, hi PK, good morning. Playing with my first time doing diamond painting. Christmas ornaments. Oh, that's a great idea. So small projects and only in red and white, which are our logo colors for a tree at work. Kind of fun.
So
Okay,
cute.
I love that.
So cute.
Garrett did diamond painting, but the problem is like, what do you do with them when you're done?
Yeah.
And
It's kind of like cross stitch. What do you do with them when you're done?
Yeah, but cross stitch also takes 16 years to finish a piece, so you've got lots of time. That's my justification anyway.
Well, I think diamond painting could take that long too if you have a whole bunch and you want to do them all at one time and you do like you do and rotate.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Because I've seen a lot of them because like Nicole from
The Dusty.
Dusty Book Sniffers.
and Neva or whatever, they do their sprints and they're always diamond painting, but they're always talking about like how they got this one going and that one going and this.
I think Garrett did a couple, and then when he was done, he took it apart, like took them off or something like that. It was like building a Lego set, like.
Yeah. To me,
I
it's
feel
just
like-
like kind of
I
a
feel like-
relaxing
Yeah, I
thing.
feel like diamond painting is kind of like the color by number.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
when you do it, you feel accomplished, but then what do you do with it afterwards? So
Precisely.
True.
Precisely. Right now, Garrett's knitting on a blanket. He's like, I need more yarn. I'm like, the blanket's going to fit a king size bed just because he just sits there watching the hockey, right? Whatever keeps you busy. Barbara, hello. Good morning, Barbara. I'll be reading the book Thanksgiving by Janet Ivanovich, I think.
I don't know.
Reading Robbie. Hello, Robbie. Welcome. Hi, everyone. I'm reading Your Mean One, Matthew Prince. I'm officially on Thanksgiving break, 9 days off. Plan to get lots of reading done. Well, enjoy your break. And I hope you like that one. I DNF'd it. But I hope you like it far better than I did.
Reed and Robbie has lots of days off like my friend Barb does because couldn't wait for yesterday to get here because she had a half a day and then she got like 9 days off or something too.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
You work in the government.
Yeah.
She's a social worker. I don't know if they get like this extra time off.
I know, right? That's like one of the bonuses for trying to work for the government. If you can get it, it's good work.
Right?
Hello, Val. Hello, everybody. I am listening to Fourth Wing while trying to be productive around the house. Amy, I think I might start Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross tonight. I just got it on KU. Has anyone read it yet? I have not heard of that book or that author.
I have heard mixed feelings about that book, so I'm kind of curious to see what you'll think of it because some
Interesting.
people like seem to really like it and others just didn't really think it went together well.
Okay. Nadine, hi. Reading Needle and Dread by Elizabeth Lynn Casey, number 11 in the Southern Sewing Circle. Not enough room in this comment area to express my dislike for Lenora and all the references to Margaret Louise being fat. I'm really glad I didn't jump on that readathon with the rest of you. I'm sorry, but just hearing.
And I will say, I'll have to say this one thing. I really hate that a lot of us don't like that one because Laura Bradford is one of my favorite cozy authors. I love her. Just that one under Elizabeth Lynn Casey, I didn't like. But other ones make me laugh and chuckle and all that kind of stuff. And I hate that people are going to be like, well, I'm not going to read her books now because I don't like that one series. Because we all need to give her a try reading her other books. Okay. And then if it don't work, but that one, yeah, because I mean, I love like her Emergency Dessert and I like her Amish mystery series and
I could read that one.
All those like Toby Tobias is a 3-book series that I really that one really makes me chuckle and stuff. She's one of those that I think writes really well, but only gets like 3 books to a series on most. Like her
Except
Amish
for this
mystery
one that was like,
her Amish mystery one had 7. I think that's the
oh, okay.
longest. But yeah, it's like the one that I didn't like gets 12, but the other ones all get like 3.
That's the way it goes.
And she's the one that does the Friend for Hire series. That,
Oh, okay.
okay.
Excellent. Excellent. I'll have to try it next year. Next year. Robbie, I started Fourth Wing 2. I'm about 20% in. She says I'm 31% into it. It's not my typical genre, but I'm enjoying it. Excellent. Good for you. Emily, I love Divine Rivals. There you go.
there you go.
Esther, reading Christmas by the Sea by Melody Carlson. Excellent. I love that author. Emily, I'll be eating lunch first and then working on Sword Catcher by Cassandra Clare. Yes, I gotta go heat up my lunch in a little bit.
Mhm.
Hi, everyone. I'm reading Come Toy With Me by Cara Summers for the book club for December. I hope you love it. I think it's such a fun Blaze book. Pamela, hi, everyone. I'm reading The Christmas Ranch by Ray Anthony, number 13 in a 16-book series. The Cowboys of Cold Creek, I think, is the series.
I think
Hoping
so.
to finish the series. Not that it happens very often. You can do it, Pamela.
Yeah.
Cajun, hi everyone. I am reading Starry Skies Over the Chocolate Pot Cafe, Christmas on Castle Street, number 3. And I did not realize, Cajun, the Cat Cafe book it doesn't list that it's part of a series. It's the newest book in that series.
Oh.
So I may be a little annoyed at that.
You know, that with the Crack Squatch book that I'm reading or whatever is book 3 in like 3-book series, or at least he only has 3 books. And I'm like, I don't know if I could have made it through 2 to get to that one, but I also feel a little bit like I'm a little confused because I think the same drug was used in the other ones, and I think maybe you would know where it come from because it's a synthetic Agent Orange drug that the Bigfoot gets and everything, and it's in all of them. And so I feel a little confused because they've talked about the raccoon and the crocodile. And I'm like, what, am I missing something? But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not going back.
I'm going to check those books off my list. Thanks.
Right.
And I can see it being for some, and I can actually see some of the ones in the cryptid readathon really liking this book because
Yes.
it's really off the wall crazy. It's just not for me.
just not for you.
Yeah.
Well, the one that I'm reading, I know it takes place in this small town that she writes a lot of her. I just assumed that she just uses the town. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wait, we met these characters in another book that I had read. I'm like, whatever. It's more of a companion series. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not too worried about it, but
that like always worries me too whenever I see that a series that because it's like some people, I'll just read these because like I'm reading the Pendergrass series and I noticed that a lot of times when you go through it, it has like these little trilogy spinoffs or whatever that involve some of the characters. Because like right now I just finished number 5, I think it is, or 6. Maybe it's number 6. I don't know. It's 5 or 6. Anyway, and we're in the Diogenes like trilogy. And so it says Pendergrass number whatever and Diogenes number 1. And then you have
yes.
and stuff. So now I know that the next 3 books are like the 3 books that I'm reading are going to be about the same character and things that are happening.
Series. Lisa, hi y'all. Going to start Second Chances at Blue Water Bay. Oh, that sounds like a fun little romance. KJM PK, will you show them on your live? I swear it will go out of my head and I'll forget to ask by the time we get there. Yes, PK, that would be great.
Yeah.
She's giving me a loving face. Emily reads, is Divine Rivals more fantasy or more historical romance? Is there a lot of action in it? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm reading The Coworker by Freda McFadden. Loving it. Excellent. And don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you, Pat. It says happy birthday. Yes. Excellent. Happy birthday. Britt, hi. I'm reading Deception at Dixon Pass by Cindy Myers. Sounds like a intrigue novel. I highly approve. Nadine, you need to sit on Santa's knee real nice for that new. Yes, happy birthday to Pat. Hi, Tina. Hi, y'all. I'm reading Hot Ice by Nora Roberts, 25% in, and I really need to work on cleaning my room.
I feel like everybody's really rocking the Nora Roberts, the Nora November besides me. I
feel like I should have had like a bunch of them done already. Like, come on, it's me. I've been saying, and now I'm like, what if I get them?
I read 2. I'm like,
I did go to the library last week and I physically borrowed, oh my God, Undercurrents, purple cover. Why is it the length of a Bible? Like, why is it 900 pages? Nora, chill out.
Right.
I said to the librarian, we were laughing, I said, is this large print? Like, what's this
well, that's like when I went to pick out the ones that Melmac gives me 3, and I'm like, I'm serious. I picked this one because this one had the lesser page count than the other 2, and that's the only reason
I watch it because I'm behind on BookTube views, but I watched that video and I was laughing when you explained which one you picked. I was like, that's how I would do it too.
So true. So true.
Pat, thank you all for the birthday wishes. You are welcome, Pat, and I hope you have a great day. I hope your roommate is able to cook you something nice.
Yes.
Cajun says, I used to have to work computer when I went to the office. I would turn it on, go get coffee, go outside, drink it, and then come back inside. I could work. Yes, exactly.
That's kind of how this one is. Yeah.
Be nice to the computer. Hi, Kay. Hi, everyone. Hope is well. Reading Chocolate Chip Cookie Murder by Joanne Fluke. Well, trying to get ready for our daughters coming over and drinking coffee. Bumped into the like. Thank you, Kay. And I hope you have a good visit with your daughters. Tina says, I've been deep cleaning my room for about a week, so all of my bookshelves and books are in the dining room. My mom really wants her dining room back. I would say so.
Yeah, like enough.
Right?
Look, you can see my first Christmas decoration behind me.
I love it. I was going to point at it as if anybody else could see it, but no. I love it.
It's a snowman that my dad got me years ago.
I kind of, at first I thought it looked like the snowman guy from I wanted to say Frosty, but it wasn't Frosty. The one
Rudolph
with the little elf who wanted to pull the teeth.
Yes.
Want to be the dentist?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't even know where he got it. It's
delightful.
The Good Stuff Company.
That's delightful.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he could hold my pumpkin, so.
Why not? And monster porn. Yes. Happy birthday to Pat. Storm wins the internet today. Monster porn.
Words you don't expect to come out of my mouth, right?
And then Barb, monster porn. We've all been there.
Who hasn't?
Who hasn't, right? Nadine, happy birthday. Opal, hello, Opal. I have The Truth About Cowboys by Margot Earley, and I'm about 40% in. Schooled by Piper Lawson, and I'm at 80%. I think was Schooled, or no, I'm thinking Educated by Westover. That was a good book. But I don't know about Schooled.
Uneducated, wasn't it?
Uneducated, thank you. Yes, that was a good if you're looking for something for nonfiction November, total side note, that was a good book. And Margot Earley is a great. Margot Earley does a book. Oh God, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Harlequin Christmas book, but it's a retelling of A Christmas Carol about an old woman who gets visited by these 3 ghosts, and it goes back to when she was younger and a guy that she knew. And you can't get it on ebook, unfortunately. You could only buy the physical book like on Thrift Books, but it's super cute. Sorry, that was. Thanks, Opal, for letting me go on a few tangents there. Storm, didn't I see that KU is 99 cents for 3 months right now?
I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know. And sometimes that's for new people, and I've had it before, so I don't know if that would work.
Doesn't hurt to look if you've got the buck to spare, right?
True.
Happy birthday, Pat. Tina, nope. I'm currently reading Peanut Butter Panic, but I'll be starting it on Tuesday. I'm not currently reading Peanut Butter Panic. I'm starting it on Tuesday. Okay. Because again, I'm behind on videos, and I watched Tina's TBR video, and I'm like, she mentioned that book.
I've fallen behind on BookTube videos because of Homestead videos.
Right.
Hey, but I canned my own like cranberry juice, and I made some cranberry jam this morning. We put it on pancakes.
Ooh, that sounds good. Good for you. Laureen, oh, hi from France. Hello. Bonjour.
When you even said hello from France, I was like, why did she say that in her most like American country accent that she could?
Right? It's like bonjour.
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 I know. I have a T-shirt that I wear it all the time. It's like my Friday shirt. It's got the 4 cats on it. And it says un, deux, trois, and then cat. C-A-T.
Yeah.
And people at work are like, "So you speak French?" I'm like, "Not a word, not a single word."
Only on my shirt.
Yeah. I know 1, 2, 3, and 4 in French. That's it.
I know enough in a couple of different languages to get myself in trouble.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, because you notice when somebody teaches you a new language, they always teach you the bad words. They're never teaching you
Always.
like the helpful thing.
Always. I know how to say
But
F
even
you
if
in
you start
Hungarian.
out with "Hi, how are you?" and "My name is," they'll think, "Oh, she speaks," and blah blah. And I'm
Right.
like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
no, I just know how to say that." And where's the bathroom?
There you go. Important thing.
My mom, she always told me that's the first thing you should remember in any language is where's the bathroom.
Where's the bathroom? 100%.
Where's the telephone? Where's the bathroom? Emergency stuff.
So true.
Diamond painting is too tedious for me. I'd rather color. I've been seeing so many cute coloring books.
Mm.
Oh, Robbie's a teacher. The kiddos were wild on Friday.
Oh,
I worked
okay.
hard for those 9 days off. No, without a doubt, my friend.
Well, yeah. Whew.
Without
I'm
a
sure
doubt.
they were raring to go by the time it was time for them to get off for vacation because I remember antsy.
PK. I enjoyed Divine Rivals. It's fantasy, but it's a World War I romance fantasy. I think I gave it 4 stars. Well, there you go. Thanks, Pat. Or PK. Meg. Hi, y'all. I'm reading Everworld, Search for Sienna by K.A. Applegate. Nearly done. What the River Knows by Isabel Isbanez. System Collapse by Martha Wells. Audiobook. And Love Practically by Nicole Vaughn. She might have you beat there, Storm, for current number of books being read.
What the River Knows sounds familiar. Do I have that one on my...
And Terry says, Christmas at the Cat Cafe is 99 cents on Amazon today for Kindle book. Also, another book for that price by Jessica Redlands. And most of her stuff, I believe, is on KU, if you're interested. And just one more comment. Opal, I feel that, Robbie. I'm on my break, too. Yep, anyone who's... Oh, okay, Cajun. Jessica Redlands said her new letter, Cat Cafe, was number 4. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. Maybe when you read it, you can tell I am rereading the series before that one. Yeah, like I said, I met the couple from the chocolate shop one. That's all. He's just kind of there. It's, you know what I mean? That's it. So not that big a deal. But anyway, we shall jump into some sprints for about 30 minutes. So let me get this all queued up over here because I do have a pretty something that we can enjoy. A nice autumn. Happy reading, everybody. We're reading to the top of the hour. Happy reading. So how did everybody do?
I did good. I finished my book, 4 stars.
Yay.
Now I have to figure out what I'm going to read for the second one.
The big decision.
Right. How about you, Storm?
I finished my book too.
Oh, wonderful.
And how was it?
I think that's all she needs to say.
I may nicely give it 2 stars, maybe.
Okay. She's like, I finished it. There you go.
A star for the book and a star for you for finishing it.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah. It had some ridiculous over the top stuff. Like there was like narration, like this one lady's like dying or whatever it is, and she's like, "Oh, here I am lying here. I can't move my feet or anything because I'm like paralyzed, and I'd like to die, and I'm just not dying." And they're like, "No, she doesn't know that sooner or later she's gonna, you know." And then Bigfoot like falls on top of her and like squashes her or whatever, and it's like, she's gone. And I was like, "Oh my gosh." I was over. I was like, I don't know if anybody was ever paying any attention to me, but I was like,
Oh,
and then it's like the end, and I'm like, oh thank goodness,
Right.
Yeah.
because it was like 3-hour book, and I was doing like two speed, and so I mean it wasn't like a super long book. If it was longer than that, I would have gave up. But
I was going to say you would have given up on it, I'm sure.
What about you?
I read a chapter. I tried to read more than a chapter, but Garrett came up and decided this is the time to have a conversation with me.
Right.
And Presley jumped in my lap, and I nearly lost feeling in my legs. It's a big, yeah, it was fine. I'm really enjoying it. That was the Captured and Quiet. It's just, I mean, Arbery Flowers, like he writes really well, and he writes location really well, and it's like, you know, you kind of feel like there's one scene where they're like in a car going down like a Hawaiian mountain, and I'm like, ooh, how lovely would that be? You know, I mean, yes, there are killers after them, but the Hawaii part would be lovely.
Right.
take
Hello,
time to enjoy
Hannah.
the scenery.
Welcome. I hope you're doing well, Hannah. Cav, I just picked up A Cat Cafe Christmas by Cody Gary at the library this morning. Does anyone know if it's a sweet or spicy romance?
I don't.
I want to say it's sweet, but I haven't read it, but I've read that author, and I'm pretty sure the one that I read was a sweet romance, but don't quote me. I don't know for sure. It might even be another author that I'm thinking of, but I do want to read that one. Opal, I wish Storm could see my face every time she tells us more about the ground squash. And I was saying hi to Hannah. Oh, her roommate's working till 11 p.m. Well, that's unacceptable.
She'll probably fix her something really nice tomorrow, though, or something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tina. Storm, I'm definitely not reading as many Nora this month as I planned on. You guys had some grand plans.
Right?
It's funny though, because like on my Discord in the Nora November section, she's like, how many books, you know, has everybody read of Nora Roberts? I've read 35 so far of hers, and like she just started this year or whatever. And I was like, I'm like, well, let's see. I read 7 last year for the whole Nora thing, and I said now I've currently read 2, so I haven't. I haven't gotten any far as you. So Tina's winning with all the Nora.
Yeah, Tina's winning Nora November right now.
Even if she hasn't read as many as she planned to, she's still winning.
She's still winning.
That's right. That's right. Meg's happy birthday. I think it's maybe the same person. Hello again from France. Meg says, I'm out of the loop. Didn't realize there was a Nora November readathon going on until 2 nights ago. I hope to read at least a few of hers and really want to read her newest that releases on Tuesday. Well, there you go. That's excellent. Amy Storm, I have had KU before and I got the 3-month deal.
Oh, cool.
So there you go. Christmas at the Cat Cafe is on Kindle Unlimited. Yep. Okay, finished my first ornament. This kit has 24. I could totally do these during my lunch break. Huzzah! Fun and easy. The best kind of crafting. I agree. Oh, that's fantastic.
I think that's like a great way to get into a new craft too. Because like if you finish the little ornaments, then you can like, okay, I can do something a little bit bigger, and then
Absolutely.
Not like the ones that I see like Nicole doing that are like, this big and you can't even see them on the whole.
I know, right? Trying to hold them up like. Opal? Oh, wow. Oh, now I want that one. I wonder what the title is. Nadine, Sarah, is it just in Quebec that French is spoken? No. French it's our second official language. So, but it's like the dominant language in Quebec. So, but I mean, if you go to any parliament building, if you are a government official of any kind anywhere in the country, you need to know both languages. You have to be bilingual to work a government job. Pretty sure you have to be bilingual. So yeah. Piper Larson is an indie author, but she's going to BB4E, which I hope to score a ticket to for 2025. Oh, that sounds fun. Cranberry jam. I'm drooling. Yes, that sounds delicious, Storm.
It was pretty yummy. I was impressed with myself.
I'm impressed with you. Emily, yep, the kids were wild Thursday and Friday, but I still have to teach Monday and Tuesday. Let's sigh. Okay, we're getting 4 days in a row next weekend. Our only one of the year. I'm so happy. That's fantastic. Well, Nadine, primarily, yes, unless you come from Quebec into another province. Usually you don't speak French. My mom's mom was from northern Quebec, and she didn't speak a lick of English when she came to Ontario. And a friend of my mom's as well. Actually, my mom's friend, they run this farm just north of us, and they have a dog, a big black Labrador. And where I was asking her name, I'm like, it's Boulette. And I'm like, oh, that's a nice name. It's Bullet.
Bullet, yeah.
She pronounces it right. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, that sounded so much better.
French. and bless her, she doesn't really know how to write English. So because they are on a farm and they have contractors coming in and out all the time, it's a sod farm, so they sell sod. So these contractors come in and out, they got to watch for the dog. So she put this big sign up that says slow dog at play, not slow, comma, dog at play, but slow dog at play. I'm like, Suzanne, can I fix that, please?
I love that. I love that.
I'm like, well, she goes, really, it works. Like,
either way, yeah.
Labrador Retriever, like.
So funny.
Sarah, did you see that Tony Cappis's book 4 in the Christmas one in the trailer series was free yesterday? Oh, they're all on KU though, right? So her new Christmas one's out? Excellent. Pat says, going for my second cup of coffee with white chocolate raspberry creamer. Oh, that sounds delightful. Meg says, I forgot the other book I'm reading, A Career in Books by Kate Gavino, which is a graphic novel. Excellent. What the River Knows came out earlier this month. It's said to be The Mummy Meets Death on the Nile. And the main character is Bolivian Argentine. That's the one that I got from Book of the Month. I knew the name sounded familiar. It's a way, I think. It looks really good, actually. And that's not my jam, but
it sounded really interesting. I looked it up. I was like, nope, that's not the one I was thinking of. Mine's like What the River Buried.
Slightly different. Just a little different. Hello, gamer. Welcome. Evening, ladies. Hi, Sina.
Hey.
How are you doing? Pat, ooh, that creamer sounds delicious. I need a second cup, too. Lady Val completed 2 chapters and grabbed my lunch of leftover pizza. That's my lunch, too. Because I started watching a program on TV called The Food That Built America. And the one I watched on Monday night or the other night was Pizza Hut versus Domino's. And I said to Garrett, we're having pizza tomorrow.
We're having pizza tonight too, so.
Oh, yum. Yum.
I'm having Thanksgiving.
Nice.
I would like that. That would be delightful.
Yeah.
I said Thanksgiving tonight at the church, Thanksgiving on Thursday on Thanksgiving. I'm not stepping on the scale until after the holidays.
See, with us having Thanksgiving in October, it's like early October, and then we don't get turkey again until the end of December. Whereas you guys have it like a month apart.
Back, yeah.
Sounds delicious. Especially, I just want stuffing. at
Yeah,
the
which
end of
is
the-
why sometimes my aunt wants to do non-traditional Christmas. So like we'll do like Chinese or Mexican or something
Change
like
it
up.
that. And we've had breakfast one time for
Ooh.
Christmas. Everybody
great
brings a
idea.
different breakfast dish, and
Oh,
Yeah,
I
see,
love
we do-
that
We
idea.
do like a traditional Polish Christmas Eve dinner, so for Christmas, so I don't have like the whole like do turkey twice type of thing. So
Mm,
yeah. Well, and see, we do turkey and ham on Thanksgiving.
same.
Mm,
So it's not like because I know some people do turkey for Thanksgiving and a ham for Christmas,
mhm.
but we do both of them at both times. Unless we decide, oh, we've had enough of that, then we'll
It
do
out,
something
yeah.
else.
Nice.
Yeah. Grandma would do the turkey and the ham, and then she'd also do pierogies, sometimes cabbage rolls, all the things as well, because there was not enough food, clearly.
Yep.
Enough to feed the Polish army, as we used to say.
That's like when my aunt's like, so what are you bringing? I'm like, well, what do you want me to bring? And then she keeps listing off all these things. And I'm like, how much stuff do we need? I mean, there's going to
Yeah.
be about 20 people if we can all fit in her little house.
Wow.
Her family is growing because her grandkids are old enough to have one's got one kid married with one kid, and the other one
Okay. Yep.
just
Yep.
proposed to his fiance. So her family keeps growing. I'm like, it's gonna need to get a bigger house.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I got to 32%, and now I'm having ice cream. See that? The pizza and then the ice cream. I love it.
There you go.
I got to 25%, and for distracted by watching The Princess Diaries on TV. Robbie says, I read 2 chapters of Matthew Prince. Not in love with the main character. He's definitely a mean one. How did you read it, Sarah? I'm listening to it on audiobook. I did listen to it on audiobook, and I know the point is that the main guy is a Grinch. That's the retelling of the Grinch. But he was just too Grinchy, and he was just too, oh, look at all the fancy stuff I have. Look at my fancy watch. Look at my fancy clothes. I'm so much better than you. I just couldn't take it. No. Sorry.
That's like whenever me and my friend read that In My Dreams I Hold a Knife. It's like,
Mhm.
I know these characters aren't supposed to be likable, but I don't like them, and
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it because I was just like,
Mhm.
and my friend's like, are they going to die? Are they all going to die? Because I need somebody to die.
That's what you need is a choose your own adventure, but you get to pick who the victim is.
There you go.
That would be really nice with some horror too, because there's sometimes when
Right?
it's like, oh, this person needs to die, and it's the one that survived. He's the one.
Yeah,
course.
always, yes.
Whoa, he was the one supposed to
Always.
die.
Anita ate cheese pizza for lunch and read 7%. Highly approve. Hannah, I didn't read much that sprint. That's okay. Pat, I received a $50 Amazon e-card from my girlfriend. So I went looking for books for my Kindle. Very productive sprint. Tell us what you purchased.
That is a lovely
says-
present too.
I read 24 pages of Everworld, Search for Sienna. I read it way back in middle school, but don't remember much. So it's kind of a reread. That's excellent. Cajun got to 25%. Opal, 55% now of the truth about Cowboys. Big stuff has happened. Definitely teared up. Oh, that's fun. Lee, first time joining in. Welcome. But a long time watcher of your channel, Sarah. Thank you. Just started reading Moonlight, Menorahs, and Mistletoe. 1 chapter and I'm really liking it so far. I hope to get to that one very soon. I have it on my list for this month. Pamela says, only read 10 pages. Not only, you read 10 pages. I took lunch to a neighbor who needs knee surgery and got her mail for her. That is awesome. Very productive. Lisa read 5 chapters and signed up for Kindle Unlimited at 99 cents. Excellent. Excellent. Pat, be right back. Waiting on a Walmart delivery. Meg says, we're probably having pizza as well tonight. Saturday night staple, right?
Right?
Emily says, yes, Polish food. I love cabbage rolls. Yes. Grandma's
I
cabbage
like
rolls were so good.
I like unstuffed cabbage rolls because then I don't have to stuff them. I just put the cabbage and mix it all up in a like casserole, like
Bowl or something nice.
bowl.
My brother and I were talking about
The
that.
easiest way to do it. I don't want to stuff all the cabbages.
Well, that's what my brother was saying because my sister-in-law wants to make them, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So what they were going to do was do deconstructed cabbage rolls where
that's
you
kinda
just
like
put
that.
everything together and do it.
Unstuffed cabbage rolls.
Exactly. And Garrett also wants to do deconstructed pepper stuffed peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I have
Yeah.
to do
It's
that
a
too
lot.
for like my dad whenever I want stuffed peppers because he has a hard time chewing them and stuff and trying to get, and so I have to cut the peppers like really small so that he can. So we
Yep.
just do it that way because that way you still get the pepper flavor and everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Val, we do a traditional Thanksgiving and a non-traditional Christmas. I think we're having Italian this year, subject to change.
Oh, yummy! That would be nice.
Barbara, okay, you pulled my arm. Papa Murphy pizza for dinner it is. Arena, we've done seafood Thanksgiving and it was so good. Excellent. PK finished my second ornament. Oh, you're on a roll, PK. This was a spiral. I felt like I was at the beginning of the Yellow Brick Road, only red. I cannot wait to see these during your sprints. They're going to be awesome.
That'd be kind of cool. Yeah.
Emily, I'm half Slovak. My grandma would serve cabbage rolls, Polish sausage, and sauerkraut in one big bowl at Christmas. Delicious.
Sounds yummy.
Mm-hmm.
Making me hungry. I'm gonna have to go get me a cookie and some coffee after.
Right before your dinner.
Yes, my lunch to hold me over until like 4 o'clock when we'll eat. So
Pre-gaming, there you go.
It's like drinking before going to the bar, right?
Well, it's like I don't want to eat too much because I don't want to be.
Oh goodness,
full
no!
and then I'll eat all the good stuff. So.
We typically do turkey on Thanksgiving and ham on Christmas, but as my siblings started to move out, we've done a lot less traditional. Yeah, I think this year it might just be Mom, Garrett, and I, depending on what my brother does. We may or may not get invited. They don't have a very big apartment, so it's kind of hard to have a bunch of other people, which is fine by us.
Well, I'm saying like with my aunt's place, it's rather small. It's nice and quaint because it's just her and her husband and everything. But
when you get everybody else over
together, yeah, she has to pull out extra chairs and try to, and half the people eat in the living room while the other half eat in the kitchen or whatever, because there's not enough for everybody to get together. And then we say, please let us know if you're bringing somebody extra, and you've got the relatives who never do that, right?
Oh yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, we've got those, and so
there could be extra at my wedding, so I totally get it. What are you doing?
Yeah, I always say like everybody has that black sheep in the family that you really wish would have something better to do on Thanksgiving than
yes. Esther says, I think many people focused on spooky October and sort of petered out for November. Yep. I agree.
Yeah, that was me.
Yep.
I think I read 6 books this month.
I'm at 10, but to be fair, I think like 3 of them were Babysitter's Club books. So
yeah, I'm reading on books. I'm just not finishing because like a couple of them are ebooks, and I've been watching YouTube instead of reading. And then I'm like, I really need to finish a book. So like when I was baking cookies, I was reading, like listening to a book or something. Like that.
Nice.
But, nice. This is all okay, guys. We don't have to be reading 24/7. Like it's okay that we do.
Well, so I was like, I'm okay. Like I said, I read like 35 books, most of them middle grade, but I read 35 books like last month. So I'm like okay with like a couple of books this month, and I'm already over 300 books for the year. So I'm just like,
well done, well done. Almost 50% through Deception at Dixon Pass now. Good intrigue book. Thank you for that recommendation. I cannot wait to get to that one. Cajun, my stepmother makes cabbage casserole. That is fabulous. Ro, hello. It's 10:15. I'm just waking up. My cat decided to take over my pillow and didn't sleep well the last few hours. I hear you. I have that too.
Yeah, I was woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning by a dog that needed to go outside. So.
Dream, hello everyone. Just joining in. Welcome, welcome. Amy, I've only read 5 books this month so far, but a couple of those are 600 plus page books. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, like Lee said, don't kick yourself.
I haven't had the best of reads with the books that I've read this month either. And so I'm like, I really need something good, but because like I've had like 2 stars and like a 3-star. And then the last couple, like I've had a couple that were like 4 stars and stuff, but I'm like, I I really am not doing very well. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
I think for me, and I talked about this, that in October, I listened to so much audio that I got audio burned out. And I just like on the way to work now and stuff, I'm like, just give me music. And I've had so many doctor's appointments, so I'm not getting a lunch now at work. I'm working like, working lunch. So I'm not taking that time to sit and read that I used to, right? And like I was in the hospital on Thursday and I brought my e-reader with me. I don't know why. Because it was like, we got in there, I got in, and I got home. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes taking a break from reading makes you just appreciate it and rekindles your love for it when you go back to it,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've read 7 and counting this Crack Squatch one that I just finished. So.
You're fine. You're doing great.
And like out of those 7, like 2 of them were like 2 stars. So it's like I'm not having the best of reading time, but.
Well, I am like completely like weird about page count and stuff like that. So I wanted to read some of those Audible originals, the ones that are like 2 or 3 hours long. There's a couple Christmas ones. But what really bothers me is because there's no ebook, I don't know the page count. Does anybody else figure that out in any way, or is it just me?
So the way I've kind of worked around it, like if I figure out how long a different Audible exclusive was, and I've noticed a page count for that, and then I'll kind of either double or triple or minus depending on how many to kind of get myself.
It doesn't mean anything at the end of the day, but it does to me.
Yes, I know.
Well, there's those little things that just drive you crazy sometimes. It's like I don't like that either. If I don't, it's like whenever it doesn't tell you like the percentage whenever you're doing something, and I'm like, I want to know.
But yeah, no, there are so many of them, and I'm like, that might be what I need for an audiobook. I don't want a 12-hour audiobook. I want a 3 or 4 hour audiobook. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think that'll kind of get me back listening to audio again. But
that's been like my problem, like this month too. Like I had these books, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that takes 15 hours to listen to on audiobook.
Right?
I have something shorter. I really just want a shorter book.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the whole Nora Roberts. Like I think the Search is the one that I'd like to read before the end of the month, because that's the one that I picked out of Melmax. But it's like 15 hours on audiobook, and I'm like,
exactly. Exactly. I only read 5 books this month. So, I read that one already. Also didn't get to bed till like 3:30 in the morning. So there's that. Yeah. That's usually the first or second time I'm getting up to use the washroom at 3:30 in the morning.
That's like once I was woke up at 4 o'clock and you have to go outside where it's cold. And come back in. I was like, darn it. Now I can't go back to bed.
The joy of having pets.
Right.
I was talking with a coworker yesterday whose boyfriend doesn't think audiobooks are reading, while he is incorrect. And to which I said reading is valid no matter the length or the format.
Yeah, I feel like that's telling a blind person that they're not reading.
That's always been my thing. That's ableist. As
I mean, that's their only way to read. I mean, I'm sure they would rather have their sight and be able to read an actual book, but
read 30 books this year so far. Need to read more somehow. Ro, I'm okay with slowing down the rest of the year. I'm taking December off audiobooks as well. That's awesome. I just read a Thanksgiving Audible original. That was great. It was only 2 hours. I was looking at that one, and I was going to read it this week for American Thanksgiving because it looked really, really cute. Absolutely, Meg. It says, I will also compare books that are similar amount of hours to figure out the page count on Audible originals. Yeah. Also would be nice if there was a percentage. Thank you, Audible.
Yes, correct.
Barb, Barb got a throwing her hat in. 15 hours audio is nothing. Mine was 65. It's all perspective. And really, if you're enjoying it, you don't notice it. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, right?
And that right there, like you could read however many books, and Barb could have read 12, but you guys are at the same page count because she's just reading.
I still haven't finished it.
Was it 2021? No, it was the year of the pandemic. It was 2020. And that was one of the best reading years I've ever had. And I read 300 and some odd books. And my friend Mandy read 735 books that year. Wow. But I almost doubled her page count because she was reading those 15, 20 page little novellas from KU. And she loved them, and that's great. Nothing wrong with it, but it just goes to show into perspective.
Yeah.
You know, numbers aren't everything, right? And we shouldn't. And this goes back to the whole booktube thing. We shouldn't be comparing numbers to each other. At the end of the day,
that's like when I watched, I think it's Jen from the Book Refuge. Like every month she reads, I swear, like 50 books, but she reads like KU like romances, and a lot of those are really short, and she does a lot of audio and things like that. So it's like, yeah, but I'm just amazed that she can remember like most of what happens in those books.
I've had conversations with Jen, and I just feel like if you asked her 2 weeks later what that book was about, I don't think she would necessarily remember. I don't know.
It's the people, you know, when it's like the ones that listen at 3-point speed or something like that. I don't, you know, I even have to slow down the 2 times sometimes because I'm like, I don't get it. I've tried listen. Sometimes I can go up to like 2.5 if the person's like really slow. But if I go like faster than that, I can't. I'm like, how does anybody even understand or retain anything that they just listen to? So.
Each to their own. Maybe she does. You know, I shouldn't speak out of turn. Maybe she absolutely does. But yeah, I kind of sometimes with Jen, and I've thought this for years, that I get she's doing it for the numbers. And that's all I'm going to say. But that's just my personal opinion.
I don't know who she is, so I'm like, okay.
She reads a lot of like historical romances, a lot of like dark romance, like really dark
She's
romance.
One of those that wants the content in the romance. She doesn't really like the closed doors or.
Yeah, no, she wants like Nookie on page 1. Yeah. Which is fine if that's your thing. Not for me necessarily.
She's the one you go to find out if you don't want to read that book.
Right.
Precisely. And she gets a lot of viewers too. Her Outlander videos are really good. She would do like reaction videos to every single Outlander episode when they would come out.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's really big into that. Rose says, when I start to worry about how long a book is, I turn off the progress on Kindle. I try to remember that I'm reading for enjoyment and not to get through books fast. That's a great idea, Ro. Barb, one thing I've noticed, people who don't read say audiobooks are not reading, but people who do read say audiobooks is reading. If you don't read, you have no opinion.
Exactly.
As my dad always used to say about voting, if you don't vote, you don't get a say.
And that's my brother says the opposite. He's like, oh, if you don't vote, you should complain. I'm like, no, if you don't vote, shut your mouth. You have nothing to say.
Absolutely.
Nothing to complain about. Because I feel if I voted, and even if it's the person I voted for, and I don't like what they're doing, I have the right to complain. Because, I might have voted for that, but I still have the right to complain.
Absolutely.
I can say I screwed up and should have voted for somebody else. I have the right to complain.
There you go.
Meg says, I typically listen at 2.5 to 2.75, depending on the narrator.
Yeah, it does depend on the narrator.
Fantastic. And you probably read quickly too, right, Meg? Like, that's what I find too. People who read quickly can listen quickly. Like, you know what I mean? And yeah, I actually found Jen because of her love for Outlander. Yes. And I've heard a lot of people. She used to talk about that. She got a lot of viewers for her Outlander content. And then she would start putting up some of these dark romance videos. And these other people would be like, wait a minute, what's this? Like, I thought we were here for Outlander.
I like Jen. I just like to listen to Jen.
She is funny. I mean, like her and I had something that happened a few years back, but overall, she's a decent person, you know. Kudos to her, man. She's living like
her voice is soothing.
And she's only doing YouTube now. I think she quit her full-time job.
Wow.
I think she worked for Microsoft. Like,
wow.
Anyway, kudos to her. So yeah, okay, we're at the end of the comments. We're at 1:30. We're going to sprint for 20 minutes just to tend to, and then any other comments we'll finish up, and then we will head out early. Okay, everybody?
Good.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
For that one, I ate a little bit of lunch, and I'm listening to a wrestling podcast because the rest of my day is all wrestling. So,
Sounds like fun.
okay.
Hey, makes you happy. That's all that matters. Garrett's is all hockey this afternoon, as far as I know. So I think we lost Storm. Maybe her computer decided to
Crap out on her.
Oh no. Cajun, I can't read and listen at the same time because my ears keep to keep pace with my eyes. It sounds like chipmunks on speed. Oh, and I finished another chapter of my Hawaii book, which I'm really enjoying. So, Ro, me too, Cajun. I feel like I can read faster with my eyes. To fully absorb a book, it has to sound like a human conversation. That. Meg says, I'm usually a fast reader. I do read every day and listen to an audiobook almost daily, so I've built myself up to that speed. Absolutely. Like anything else, it's like a learned behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Cajun, that makes sense. I think I read a bit faster than my audiobook at times. My boyfriend heard me listening to an audiobook and thought it was a demented chipmunk speaking. Garrett used to say that to me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Meg, I have been told that too. Barb, I used to feel bad that I'm not a fast reader, but had to learn it's not a race. When I get it done, I get it done. Unless I read a book with my friend Joan, then it's a race.
Nice.
Barbara, I'm glad you don't feel bad. We all read at different speeds and are hopefully enjoying the journey. I tend to take longer reading when it's a book that doesn't have my attention as much. Yeah, that's true. Yay for friendly competition. I agree. Pat says, still waiting on Walmart delivery, but finished reading The Coworker by Frida McFadden. 5 stars. Excellent. Lady Val, I finished another chapter. Excellent. I got distracted by my dog and didn't read that sprint. That's okay. Ro was making breakfast. So Luna, I think 60% through what we keep to ourselves. Still not sure how I'm feeling about it. Well, it's still 60%. That's not bad. Okay, I didn't hobby or read that sprint. When 115-pound Attica says, let's do the second walk now, you listen. Well, I like the diamond painting. I have to work on an Afghan this afternoon. Speaking of PK, I found a diamond painting ornament kit on Amazon. There's 12 of them, and I'm debating. It's in my cart right now. I said to my husband, this looks like just something small, and it's like, and Garrett's such an enabler. Well, you need some ornaments for your tree, he says. You know what I also need is this new Kindle. No, just
Right.
Meg read about 10 pages. Alice, good morning from Oregon. I have so many chores to do, but just want to snuggle up and read. Off to the audiobooks to get something accomplished. Excellent. Lee nearly finished another chapter of Moonlight, Menorahs, and Mistletoe. I'm cursed with dyslexia, so I'm a very slow reader. That's okay.
Yeah, still getting it done.
Okay. Good for you. Got lots of reading done. Thanks for having this reading sprints on Saturday. You are welcome. You are welcome. And Opal, I made it to 57%. Not a huge amount. I got distracted helping Wes look at Mexico trips. Well, yeah, that can be distracting. I guess. Right. So that's it. We're done the comments. It's almost 2:00. Lee's got wrestling stuff. Garrett and I have to run out for a bit. So, oh yeah, here's Storm. Computer said was done with the live today. Listen to some ghostly echoes, 74%. I recommend it. It's completable, usable, and then you put it away for a year out of sight. Thanks, PK, for enabling me. But no worries, Storm. I hope you have a fabulous time at your Thanksgiving church thing.
Yes.
And Lee, enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
Thank you.
PK's doing a live at 3:00, and Tiffany's doing one tomorrow at 5 p.m. The Beach Bum Bookworm. So yeah, there we go, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thanks,
Lee.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.